What?
What?
What the hell is this?
Harumph. I didn't get a harumph out of that guy.
Give the governor harumph.
Harumph? You watch your ass.
I see you shiver with anticipation.
Let the show begin.
Hey everybody, this is David Heretic coming at you with another edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. And tonight, alright, we're coming back to Royal Blood. Yes, indeed, Royal Blood fans feeling you. Come on now. Here we go. Before we go any further, for those of you who are feeling inclined to doing all the clicks and the likes and the bibbidi bop, do me a favor, before you do all that stuff, please watch the whole video first, okay? Give me a chance to actually earn those clicks and likes. Now, after the video's done, if you still feel like doing all those clicks and likes, then by all means, feel free to click away. This comes as a request from Davi, and this is actually Davi's prioritized request for the month of January for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, here you go, Davi. I hope you enjoy the show, man. Davi wanted to see me react to this song by Royal Blood called Where Are You Now? Now, have I heard the song before? No, I have not. To the best of my knowledge, this does not resonate with me in any way, shape, or form. However, there's always a possibility I may have heard the song in passing and I just don't realize it. So as always, if I start listening to the song and I suddenly go, wait a second, I recognize this song, I'll let you know.
That's the truth.
You know me, I'm gonna be honest with you guys. This was posted by Anthony Alimov, okay? And the video has 80,000 views. It'll get you there. Other than that, there's really nothing else left to say. Link to the original video will be down below in the video description for your viewing pleasure at your leisure. Let's get started. What do you say? Are you ready? Are you ready? Because here we go. All right, here we go. Royal Blood, Where Are You Now? Glastonbury 2017. Cool. All right, let's do this.
All right, boy, let's do this.
Oh my God, it's almost over. I'm sorry. Wow. That's my bad. I didn't. Wow. Huh. Funny story. I'll save it for the review, but wow. I didn't know the song was almost over. My apologies. I just let it play out. Might as well. We got to that point anyway, so if it's gonna get blocked, it's gonna get blocked. That's my fault. Interesting. Definitely interesting. Let me get my thoughts together. I'll see you in the review, and we'll talk about it. Well, there you go, folks. That was Royal Blood with Where Are You Now? This was a request from Davi, and this was actually Davi's prioritized request for the month of January for being a silver tier member on the Patreon page. So, there you go, Davi. I hope you enjoyed the show, man. There's honestly not a lot to talk about. I mean, for starters, it's a two-piece band, so that leaves me very limited, options as far as what I can talk about as far as this invitation goes. But overall, I think you're gonna be pretty happy with the rating I'm gonna give this. Out of a possible 5 stars, I am gonna give that 4 stars. Yep, 4 out of 5 stars. I feel good about that score. Let me tell you why.
Why?
There is one major point of contention that I want to discuss at length here. And I'm going to save that for the end. Let's talk about everything else first here. As far as the song goes, nice groove. Really nice groove. Easy to follow groove. Had nice feel, nice energy, nice drive behind it. It just felt really good. Back in the pocket, but yet had that push. And I can absolutely appreciate that. Vocals sounded good. I dig his voice. I think it's very conducive for the style of the song. Nothing all that amazing about his vocals, if I'm being honest, but it sounded really good. It was very conducive to what was happening. Simple vocals for a simple song. Nothing wrong with that. The drumming was rock solid. I dug it. I dug the change-up that he would do. Well, they would both go together. Bass and drums were locked in together on that, but I mean, I feel like the drummer's the one who kind of sets that up. So, kudos to him, and he made it smooth. The bass playing sounded really nice, really solid. Again, nothing all that impressively playing-wise, but it sounded really good. I got no issue with it at all. The shock and awe is over. I've done a few reactions to these guys already. So hearing the guitar coming out of the bass, it's not a surprise. You saw him every time you heard the guitar, he would hit the pedal, and then when he took the guitar off, he hit the pedal again. He's got his rig set up perfectly. He really does, and he does a great job with it. And I absolutely love that. That's one of the things I like about this band the most is what we're going to talk about at the end. Trust me, it's all coming, I promise. I apologize for not pausing. I'm going to be honest with you, folks. I thought we were about the 1:45, 2-minute mark. This song flew by. I was really enjoying it. I was really having a good time with it. It felt good. The groove was nice. It was easy to follow. And I was absolutely digging it. I go to pause thinking 1:45 to 2 minutes had gone by, and I'm like, whoa, over 3 minutes has gone by. Holy smokes. This song flew by. I mean, it's a short song on its own. It's only like, what, 3:22? So I paused it. It was only like 20 seconds left. I felt bad. I should have just let it run. I didn't know, though. And I was thinking, okay, halfway there. Let me pause it. Whoops, we're not halfway there. We're almost done. So yeah, the time was absolutely flying. You know what they say, time flies when you're having fun. So I was clearly having fun with this. Okay, here's what I want to talk about at length. So you might want to get comfortable. I'm going to try not to turn this into a rant, but it might become one by accident. You've heard me on other reactions where we have these piecemeal bands, as I like to call them, or also known as incomplete bands, where you have 3 or 4 members of the band, but one key instrument is missing, even though you hear it. Whether that be the drummer is missing, but you hear drums, or the bass player is missing, but you hear bass, the keyboards player is missing, but you hear keyboards. And they just, well, they're what I like to call piecemeal bands, or also known as incomplete bands, where they will have those voicings covered by track. And I have a real hard time accepting those bands. I just don't dig them. I absolutely do not dig on them because they're starting a trend that is going to be, in my opinion, if the trend is continued and the trend is followed, we're going to start to see less and less from band members. Right now, the trend is we're seeing one missing band member. But what's to stop it from becoming two? You know, who's to say that down the road we're not going to see a band that doesn't have a bass player or a drummer? They're all handled by track. And then what's to stop that from becoming no bass player, no drummer, no guitar player? And all we're going to have on stage is a first guitar or a keyboard player and a vocalist. So it's not going to become a two-piece band. And then what's going to stop that eventually from becoming a single vocalist out there playing with track? Everything, all instrumentals, covered by track. When that happens, that is going to be the end of live music. That's all there is to it. Everything, as far as concerts go, is going to become American Idol. Everything is going to become The Voice. Everything is going to become America's Got Talent. No more bass players, no more drummers, no more guitar players, no more keyboardists. Just vocals with track. That will indeed be a sad, sad day for music. But unfortunately, if this trend that we're seeing with these piecemeal / incomplete bands continue, we're going to see more and more of that. And it all comes down to, I hate to say it, but it all comes down to greed. A band gets paid $5,000, right, to appear and play at a show. Well, right off the top, 35%, depending on where you play, you know, and depending on where you're based out of, 35 to 50% immediately goes to good old Uncle Sam. So that leaves you with $2,500. Well, your manager's going to want his 10 to 15%. There goes that. So that leaves you with, let's just say, for the sake of argument, let's say 10%, okay? So that leaves you, there goes $250 right out the window, leaving you now with $2,250, right? Well, okay, depending, you may have legal representation, you have to pay them as well, or a tour manager, you have to pay them as well, crew, you have to pay. At the end of the day, let's say you're left with $1,500, okay? Actually, no, if you have crew to pay, you have about $1,000 left, okay? Now, if you have 5 people in the band, you gotta split that money 5 ways. Every member of the band gets $200. But what if you only had 4? Well, now you only have to worry about paying, that everybody in the band gets $250. Well, let's say we eliminate the bass player and the drummer, and now we only have a 3-piece band. We have them going through track. Well, good news, you don't have to pay the track. So now you have a $1,000 split 3 ways. Everybody gets $333 and 33 cents. Great. Okay, now let's say you eliminate the other guitar player. Now you just have keyboard and vocals. Okay, well now you get to split that half and half. Each of you get $500. Let's say you don't have any backing band at all. Let's just say now it's just you vocally with vocals and track only. Well, now you get to keep all 1,000, don't you? Yeah, that's great. You make more money. That's wonderful. That's great. You also completely disrespected and killed live music. It's not track music, it's live music. Yeah, you're singing live, maybe, but then again, you got track doing everything else. How do we know you're not lip syncing? This is a trend, and I know people think I'm blowing this out of proportion. Think about it for a second. No, I'm not. Think about the trend that we're starting to see with bands. Now, why does this lead up to Royal Blood? What does this have to do with Royal Blood? Very simply, they don't use track. They don't use track. Everything you hear from them is organic. The drums are not tracked. The guitar and bass are not tracked. You hear the guitar, that's the bass creating the sound, using the patch split, using the voice split. He's doing it himself. It's not track. It's organic. Gotta love that. Vocals are organic. It's a 2-piece band. But everything they do is self-reliant and homemade, home homegrown sound. No track usage. I love that. I love that about these guys. And the fact that they're able to take all their profits and split it between the two of them, more power to them. Absolutely. They deserve it. They absolutely deserve it because everything they do is organic. And I absolutely respect the hell out of them for that. Now, if for some reason the drummer leaves and the bassist vocalist uses drum track, then I'm going to be upset. I'm going to be really upset. But as it stands right now, everything they do is homegrown, and I absolutely respect the hell out of them for that. But anyway, 4 stars out of 5. I feel that is absolutely the song, the score that this song and performance deserve. It looked good. It sounded good. I got no issue with it whatsoever. It was a really nice job. So, 4 out of 5 stars. Final score. I have spoken. Well, that's going to do it for this edition of Reactions, Reviews, and Rants. Hope you all enjoyed the show. Hopefully I was able to entertain you. If I was able to put a smile on your face and brighten your day, then I did my job, and I'm so glad I could do it. If you guys feel like joining the fan base, go ahead and click on that button down there. If you guys want to like the video, go ahead and like the video. If you guys want to ring the bell, go ahead and ring the bell. It honestly doesn't make any difference at all to me, but if you guys feel like doing these things, then by all means, feel free to do so. Well, that's going to do it for tonight, folks. Thank you very much for watching, and as always, this is David Heretic signing off, reminding you to stay fabulous and support each other. Later. Peace.